guess what? Kids can love curry too.
I love curry.
I know you do, but you're not a kid. But kids can actually enjoy a lot of flavour, some spice, and I'm going to show you my family's egg curry. Now, I'm going to use Australian eggs. These are beautiful, a great source of iron, nice source of protein as well. So this is going to be a vegetarian curry, but we're getting some iron and protein through a non-meat sauce.
You ruined it with the vegetarian bit, but the eggs, that's for the protein. And I do love eggs. I think, you know, a couple of eggs a day makes the doctor stay away.
Does it? And yet here she is, by your side, day in, day out. Now, we're going to start by getting these nice and golden. Now, these have been hard-boiled, so I'm going to pop these into some olive oil.
Yes.
Now, the way I hard-boil an egg, and let the debate begin, because I'm sure there's going to be a point of contention here, a bone, should I say.
Well, let them have a debate, and then I can just settle it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I just have a pot bubbling away with water and I pop my eggs in gently with a spoon so they don't crack, and I get a hard-boiled egg.
Nice.
Yes, what do? You have some other theories on this?
Look, for me, I always put my eggs into cold water and bring them up to the boil. If I want soft poached eggs, you know the ones you put the little dippy soldiers
we
in?
call them in my house. Kids love them.
As soon as they come to the boil, I give them 2 minutes exactly, then I take them out. Then, yeah, I think that's a better way of doing it. It's nice and easy that way.
That's a better way.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Could you please dice up the onion, the garlic and the ginger?
I can do that for you.
And I'm trying to focus very heavily here. But a lot of people also don't realise, Richo, that egg is one of the common allergy-causing foods. So as we know, there are a lot of allergies now. Food allergies are on the increase.
Correct.
Peanut, tree nuts, sesame, lots of other things. But egg is one of the foods that you ideally want to get into your child's diet before the age of 1. Won't be a whole egg. You'll start with small quantities. I won't get too medical on you. But this is a really good meal where your child might get some spice. You might dilute it with some rice,
Gotcha.
but they're getting the common allergy food in. Do you see this little eggie, how it's got that slight golden blistered appearance? That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to set these aside.
Oh, you don't just throw it all in there?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, my mum doesn't, so I don't. I do it my mum's way. Perfect. So I'm going to start with my hard spices. So I've got cumin, mustard seeds, and I'm using the oil that was already in there from the eggs. I don't really need any more. Could you get some curry leaves for me, please?
Okay. Am I allowed to touch these curry leaves? All right.
I love that you know me that well, that these are an absolute precious commodity in any Indian household. What's with the face as well?
All at once?
I love that. Yeah, very nice. Now, the curry leaves give you the flavour, but the fragrance, that aroma. You can already smell it in the kitchen. That, to me, is home. I am going to add a little bit more extra virgin olive oil. Here we go.
And they pop as well, so if you are putting them into hot oil, beware of that popping sound.
Be very wary, yes. Have the heat a little bit low.
Yes, gotcha.
Now, when we're ready, you can pop in. Go for it.
All right, onion and garlic and ginger?
Yes, all the flavour. I love it. Some of the onions are diced at home. Some of them are sliced.
So you can do whatever you want. Have chunky onions in here.
Yeah. It's interesting. Did you change halfway through, did you?
Well, I thought we'll do something a little bit different. We've got lots of action going on here.
Yeah, we
and
do.
A little bit of texture and some different looks.
I like it. I've shown you this before, but I'm going to show you again. I've got my garam masala and my turmeric. So you want to choose a garam masala that's not going to be too spicy because we want the kids to eat this one. So what I tend to do here is, and if you can grab a spoon, a little bit of water is going to go in here.
Why do you do this?
I do this so the spices don't burn. I want a little bit of fluid in the curry, not too much for this particular egg curry. It's not like a big saucy thing.
So this is a dry curry. This is something that's very different to me. I'm used to making wet curries and everything's got a sauce or a gravy with it. I think it's a really, really nice touch.
There you go.
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
Pop it in here, please, for me. Let's get these spices happening. Let's go. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Now, do you see those glorious little cocktail potatoes over there? I don't know if that's the technical term, but that's what we call them.
Little glorious little potatoes.
Yeah, they're teeny tiny and cute. Yep. Can we just chop them in half, please?
Here we go.
The reason we add the potato is to bulk it up. You're trying to feed the family, so you've got this beautiful source of iron and protein, but you want everyone to be full, ideally, with the one dish.
And you want me to cut them in half
yes,
so
please.
that I don't confuse them with the eggs?
That's exactly right. Those potatoes, when you're ready, go for it.
You would like to or you want me to?
I'd like you to.
I can pop them in for you. In there go.
You can see why this is my mum's favourite curry. She loves a potato and she loves an egg.
It's becoming my favourite curry as well.
Is it? There you go. I'm putting these back in. Very important that you don't break everything up. You want everything to stay whole, but I'm just going to coat everything in the spices. Look at this.
Now, this is a type of curry that's cooked very quickly.
Yeah,
normally,
quite quickly, yeah.
If it's got meat in it, you would cook it for an hour to 2 hours. But this looks like it's thrown together in a few minutes, isn't it?
Yes, correct. So I'm going to let this go actually very gently for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Then we're going to pop the tomatoes in and get them blistered up. And then you get to try my family's egg curry. Now, this looks like my mum's egg curry.
The aroma is fantastic.
Yes.
And it looks fantastic as well.
Thank you very much. Could you put some rice in the bowl, please?
I could.
Now, I have to say, this is going to fill your family. If you've got little people that you're feeding at home, you can literally mash the egg up. These are hard-boiled eggs, so it's really versatile. People want to feed their whole family with one meal, ideally. You don't want to be cooking several meals. No one's got the time for that.
As long as there's something in the pot. You just don't want to give them a pot
Correct.
and expect them to eat that.
Your dad humour is strong today, my friend. Look at this. Look at the little eggs popping out. They're not just for breakfast. You can have them for dinner or for lunch.
I could just imagine your little tackers picking up the eggs and giving them a squish.
Correct.
And I've got some coriander here for you to garnish. Would you like
look
that?
even more beautiful. Look at this.
you like to
Here we.
flatten it
I
out.
do, and you're going to put these little eggs on top. Beautiful. Put that on the table. See how people react to that. Oh,
That looks good.
fantastic.
And even to make the rice look great
Oh, my
as well.
goodness. Thank
Look at
you.
that double garnish.
Are we going to have a taste, chef?
No, we're just going to look at it for a while.
I'd like
Of
to do
course
that.
we're going to
Eat
taste
it with your eyes, baby. Go on.
Now, I'm just going to get into this egg here. Cut that
it's got
egg in
white
half. Yeah, we're going to
Okay.
get the good stuff.
Yeah,
That's what it's
good.
all about. I love the way that the curry powder and all the spices stick to the outside. I call it curry powder because that's what it smells
Garam
like.
masala. That is a good egg. Oh, it's picked up those flavours. It's very mild. Kids can tolerate flavour. You could give this a go. Dilute it with some rice if you need to, but I reckon this is a winner.
You know, you're a good egg as well.
Oh, thanks.
I knew that.